That boy who used to spend days in the garage with only his imagination and a couple hand tools has gotten lost in the grind of the real world. I think it's time we find him. If you have scraps like these, this is where you use them. And yes, I know it's been done before, but every story has been told and told more than once. Take Jukebox Hero and Shooting Star. 2 songs, 1 tale. Amazing. So we're going to do this and do it twice. Perfect scrap wood projects. One for under $1, fast and primitive. The other, more refined, elegant, if you will. The same song, 2 cuts, the tale of 2 lanterns. The hardest scraps to find will be for the bases, roughly 6 inches square or so. And the rest, at least for the first one, will be 3/4 strips, I think. Does your stockpile look like this? Seriously, there are times I wonder why I have some of this. Why did I keep it? And then I build something like this, and it comes clear. I am not a hoarder. I'm just prepared. I've always loved lanterns, and when a subscriber answered my Gallows Hangman hanger build by saying they would hang a lantern from it and would like to see me tackle one, I jumped right in. I was more than willing. What shocked me, though, was a rabbit hole I fell into, and I fell deep. So deep that I am just now climbing back out. And so today, we're only touching the surface of lanterns, the barest hint of lanterns. But I've got to return another day with a lantern that has never been done, well, at least not for a couple centuries now, one that will be a focal point wherever you place it. I just haven't figured out all the details yet, but I'm working on it. And so here we are, a handful of pieces and a fistful of dollars. No idea why I said that, but now I'm getting hungry. A handful of pieces, thin strips of 3/4 inch. Look, we're going fast and wild, primitive as promised, so I'm going CA glue only. We can shoot some brads in at some point for extra strength. And for activator, we made our own, baking soda and water. A quick spray on one side, then a couple drops of superish glue on the other. Hold for 3 seconds. Make sure you have it right before it gets too tight. Warning, I am in one of those moods this morning. Going to be quoting Dr. Seuss pretty soon. Look, just be careful. This stuff dries fast. The frame done, base shot on, and some golden... No, just kidding. I ran out of golden oak. I used special walnut, and I'm regretting it. I might try to go over it with a dark walnut. I wanted a little darker vibe here. This is the barest minimum of a lantern, just the frame. But these are killing it on Etsy and everywhere else. It's not a real lantern. It's great for centerpieces, shelf ornaments. Put some twine on it, a white pillar candle in it, some evergreen, dried flowers, whatever the season is. And my pro tip for the day, don't light the candle. All right, while I slide this one out of the way and we get ready for the upgrade, do me a favor if you can, and slide down and hit that like button. Be like Fonzie and give me a thumbs up. Hey. And subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel. Number 2, we get to double the budget here. And I don't know, maybe 10 times a time? Say that 10 times fast. But it's worth it. I get it. In today's day and age, we get caught up in instant gratification. We want it fast. We want it now. Quick builds, faster dollars, bigger profits. But that was the first build. This is the second. And we will take the time, do it the best we can, put those little details in that we hope make all the difference. Sure, we'll get the details wrong, and most likely clash colonial inspiration with empire. Totally looked that one up. Had no idea what it even was. Just think uncomfortable furniture. But it'll be ours, and there's a lot to say for that. Let's see what we got. I know I wanted the pillars bigger, thicker, stronger looking than the first one. So I went an inch square here. My thought is I can take the little pieces and center them in the pillars, leaving about 1/8 inch, just a slight reveal, giving it that little bit more of a detail. I want a curve on the top, so out comes a skippy lid. and I failed. Failed as bad as a couch caddy. And I was getting ready to patent this curved machine. It's just too deep of a cut. Blue tape? No. Sandpaper? Now we're getting there, but still too deep. Okay, a lid from a handy wipe. Nice. Nope. What else we got? A lid from a big container. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's perfect. We hit the wen and gradually work that curve out. I'm really thinking I need the upright spindle sander as much as I like curves, so I'll add that to my wish list. And the height, I'm not liking that. It just looks too tall, but I'm scared. I'm scared to cut them down and be wrong. It'd be like 10 more cents of a 2x4. I mean, come on. I just don't want to have to recut the inch boards again. Okay, so that didn't work. I sanded the beams, and yeah, big shock. They're still too big. Put the big boy pants on and make my decision, and yeah, cutting them down, that looks better. Now the rest of the layout, I'm really not sure. I'm just winging it. I want to carry that curve from the top piece onto the bottom if I can. I ended up going with 3/4 stock ripped from a 2x4 to 1.5 inch thick. Mitered the corners and wrapped the base. As always, the full cut list is in the description, assuming I remember to put it there. If not, hit me up in the comments and I will. The first glue up. I am much more comfortable with wood glue. Tight bond. Going with 3 here as I have it. It just gives me more time than CA glue. The blue tape method for the mitered base. Rolling and folding. And a quick glue up for 2 of the frames. And once dry, I'll add the pieces between them. At the last moment, I changed my mind on centering the arch and bottom pieces. The reveal just wasn't enough for me. I wanted it deeper. And so, it's flat on the inside, which gives about a 1/4 inch reveal on the front. I'm liking that a lot. It makes the beam look that much more substantial. It's here. I am once again bellyaching the fact that I don't have a laser engraver. I wouldn't go crazy with it, but maybe just a couple lines or a faint swirl in the corners to add a touch. Of course, I could also learn to carve. I need to apply a bevel still to the bottom and then figure my top out. I have a crazy idea on it. I'm just not sure it's going to work. I trace the curve from the bottom, thinking of replicating it on the top, the second layer of the top. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I'm going to just try and sand this swallow out. I'm going to try and sand this swallow out. All the way across one way, then the other. It should give a really cool look to it. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I like that. And now when it's on top, I don't. I was not expecting that. I think it's too many curves. If you didn't have the one on the top of the panels, yeah. But now it looks weird. It looks off. I'm trying too hard. I really wanted that little extra and I don't like it. All right, A or B? Let me know in the comments. I'll get things started here. This did not turn out the way I expected. I loved building B 10 times more than A. It was just more satisfying, finding the lines, shaping the curves. I live for that. But A, that's the one I'm going to build again, and soon. 2 more, actually, at different heights for the alcove between my entryway and the family room. Every time I look at it, I see ancient Greece. You know, those pergola-style structures draped in vines? These feel like mini-me's of those. B, I like it. It serves its purpose, but I'm not in love with it. Probably because I can't hang it from the gallows like I originally started this project for. Not sure what I was thinking or where I went astray. Back to the drawing board on that, I guess. And it's just not unique enough to be a focal point that I imagined. The lantern chapter is far from close. It's incomplete. I'll file it away in the book, revisit when my skills improve. I've had some Asian-inspired designs in my mind for a year or so, and now there's this colonial-style lantern practically taunting me to be made. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed the video at least half as much as I enjoyed making it. A or B, what's your poison? And while we're at it, curved top or not? Please like, comment, and subscribe. Anything and everything, even just to say hi. It all helps more than you know. Until the next time.